Hi, I'm Ruby. I like to share with you a really useful money saving technique called investing. When you use your money to generate profit, that's investing. It's basically growing your money from money. And when your money grows, you're improving your financial health. And good financial health makes it easier to achieve your goals, live a comfortable life, and have money available in case of an emergency. Getting started with investing starts with understanding how interest works. Interest is money you earn on your investments. It's the profit. For instance, if I have $100 and someone offers me 1% in simple interest, I will have $101 after 1 year. After 5 years, I will have $105. If I'm offered 1% in compound interest, in 5 years, I will have $105.10. Why? Because with compound interest, the interest is calculated on the principal investment and any interest already accumulated. Using the power of compound interest allows you to grow your money much faster. Interest rates fluctuate. They go up and down, which can have an impact on how much money you can earn when investing. It's all part of supply and demand. When the economy is doing well, people may have more money to spend. So the demand for money goes up, and so does the interest rate. This is a good thing when you're investing. When the economy is slow and people aren't interested in spending a lot of money, the interest rates go down, giving you less on your investments. Fun fact, back in the 80s, interest rates were as high as 20%. Nowadays, we commonly see interest rates between 0.5% and 3%. Investment vehicles are the ways you can spend your money to earn interest. There are many different types of investment vehicles, and each one comes with unique benefits and limitations. Your financial institution can offer a variety of investment vehicles, and they can also help you pick what's right for you. Let's look at the most common investment vehicles. First, we have GICs, Guaranteed Investment Certificates. When you open up a GIC, your financial institution guarantees you will get back your initial investment, the principal, and interest at the end of a set period of time, the term. Although they are among one of the safest investments because of the guaranteed returns, your return will still vary depending on the current interest rates. GICs are a really great first investment. Next, we have mutual funds. Mutual funds are a collection of investments from all over the world. They include stocks, bonds, and other investment vehicles. A fund manager will pool together money from many people and manage their investments together. This is a great way to get access to professional investment expertise. Returns on mutual funds aren't guaranteed like with a GIC. They are a bit riskier since they are based on stocks, which can go up and down. But if you can ride out those ups and downs, you're likely to have a higher return over a longer period of time. Different mutual funds will offer different growth and interest options depending on the types of stocks your fund manager invests in. You could choose a mutual fund of all high-risk stocks or low, or a mix of high and low. Next are stocks. Stocks are basically pieces of a company that you can buy. When you buy a stock, you own what are called shares in a company. And when you own these shares, you're entitled to a portion of the company's profits. A company's stock can go up and down for several reasons. With stocks, you take on more risk than a GIC, but you gain or lose a lot more with this type of investment. Imagine if you had shares in Amazon when it first started over 20 years ago. You could buy a share for $1.50 in 1997. Today, those shares are worth more than $3,000 each. Stocks require more upfront investment than mutual funds, making them a better option later in life when you have more money to invest and you can take on the risk. Finally, there are bonds. These are a special type of investment sold by governments and companies, but instead of owning a share, you are loaning your money to the company and they will give you a fixed amount of interest in return. Can you think of a specific benefit for each of these investment vehicles? How about a limitation for each? As you think through the pros and cons for each vehicle, you may be starting to think about which investment vehicle could work for you. But before you do that, you need to assess your risk tolerance. Let me explain. Choosing the right investment for you means knowing your own personal risk tolerance. When it comes to investing, you need to ask yourself if you are okay to take the risk that your investment could go down in value. If you bought a stock for $30 and it went down to $10 in value the week after, would you be willing to wait for it to go back up? And are you willing to accept it if it doesn't come back up in value ever? If not, you have a lower risk tolerance and you'll want to find an investment vehicle that matches that. If you're not sure where to start, don't worry, investing can seem a bit overwhelming. But hey, that's why you're watching this video. Part of becoming investment wise is doing your research, considering your goals, and talking to professionals at your financial institution. Let's take a look at how you can get started. My friend Ashley is saving for college. She won't be getting help from her parents for her tuition, which means she needs to find a way to come up with the money. So she found a part-time job at her neighborhood grocery store. Ashley knows how much her tuition will cost, and she needs to be able to access her earnings in about 3 years. Which investment vehicle do you think would work best for her? If you're leaning towards GICs, you're on the right track. Her return is guaranteed, which is helpful for Ashley to know as she works on her tuition savings plan. It's also the safest option if she doesn't want to risk losing some of her hard-earned money. If she invests $500 at a rate of 1.5%, she'll have $507 after 1 year. After 2 years, she'll have a bit more than $515, thanks to compound interest. Once Ashley feels comfortable investing, she may want to increase her risk. She may also have more money saved up. At that point, she'll probably want to open up a mutual fund, which will give her more options to grow her money. This will allow her to save for something bigger down the road, like a home or perhaps starting her own business. And that's an important lesson of making your money work for you.
Now, I worked at Starbucks for the entire summer and I was able to save $2,000. My mom and I went to the bank to learn more about different options. And since I wanted to buy a car in the next 5 to 7 years, I decided to put my money in a balanced mutual fund, which could earn up to 4% returns if the markets perform well.
Now that you know about the different types of investments, let's talk about responsible investing. Every day we make decisions, many of which can have an impact on our lives, the community, and the environment. Your investment choices can carry the same impact. For my friend Ashley, she's interested in climate change and plans to study environmental science when she goes to college. I'm willing to bet she's going to invest in companies that are tackling the environment or have adopted responsible and sustainable practices. These companies carry an ESG rating based on environmental, social, and governance policies. Some examples you may know include Best Buy, Microsoft, and Home Depot. You can find out a company's ESG rating online and learn about how they are supporting things like climate change, waste reduction, social justice issues, and more. What's great about these types of companies is that their stocks generally perform really well, making them a good option for any investor who is thinking about how they can help their communities. If my friend Ashley had to choose between buying shares in Amazon or Microsoft, which one do you think she would choose? Even though both companies are good investment choices and offer high returns, she may want to research their ESG policies first. By doing your own research, you will be in a better position to make more informed choices. Choices that align with your values, making you feel good about how you use your money.
When I was researching ESGs to invest in, I learned that the Canadian Pension Fund, which is a fund that we contribute a little bit monthly to for retirement, looks mainly to invest in socially responsible and green business wherever it can. And I was really glad to learn this because it shows that our government does care about investing into sustainable and responsible companies.
Investing is about putting your money to work for you so you can reach your goals. A good investment plan takes into consideration your timeline and your appetite for risk. When you start early, you have more time to grow your money by diversifying across different investment vehicles and risk tolerances. As you go through life, your goals and priorities will change. That's why you will want to review your investment plan on a regular basis and make adjustments, especially when a major life event happens, like your first job, buying a car, starting a family, or if you're like my friend Ashley, paying for college. Money gives you flexibility in life, as well as more options for when you are faced with important decisions. When you are investment wise and know how to make your money work for you, it can actually be a lot of fun. So why wait? You can start investing today. It's easy. Connect with your financial institution and find out how you can get started. By doing that, you're already on your way to good financial health. Thanks for watching.